Tsugi in Kanagawa Prefecture. And the aircraft commander for this demonstration is Commander Ken Yasuoka. It was started the development of this aeroplane in 2001 as a replacement for the Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Forces Lockheed P-3 or RIAT maritime patrol aircraft. It only started going into operation in March of this year, which shows how new this aeroplane is. The first flight of the prototype, the Kawasaki P-1, occurred on the 28th of September 2007. The engines, 4 IHI XF719 turbofans of some 13,500 pounds of thrust each. In terms of armament, the type can carry the AGM-84 Harpoon and ASM-1C anti-shipping missiles, or indeed AGM-65 Maverick air-to-surface missiles. It could also carry bombs, depth charges, mines and torpedoes, which carry the internal bomb bay, or on wing and wing root mounted weapons stations. This is the sole aircraft of this configuration of 4-jet maritime patroller land plane in service today. And of course, it's vital for Japan to have an aircraft of this type with long-range endurance, including extensive territorial waters, and a number of island territories. This is now first class. Open on that orbit, and a good demonstration there of just how quiet this aircraft is as it flies past, and indeed as it's powered up. Commander Yasuoka at the controls of the aeroplane, 46 years old and a test pilot. He's conducted testing of the US-2 flying boat as well as the P-1, and he has more than 6,100 flying hours. A good speed range capable by the P-1. Also able to operate at both high and low altitudes. I think so technologically is the fact that it's the first aircraft in the world to use the very sophisticated fly-by-wire controls. That's in order to reduce electromagnetic interference. That last pass was about 155 knots. This aircraft has flown across both the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans to get here to Fairhope. It's the first time any Japanese maritime self-defense force aircraft has ever flown across the Atlantic. Well, a fast flight coming up now. The P-1 coming in again tomorrow night. This time up to 250 knots. The XF7 engines, also made in Japan, developed specifically for the P-1. They're quiet, fuel efficient, also very advanced. The Toshiba HPS 106 maritime search radar. A typical crew would comprise 2 flight crew and 11 mission systems operators. Today, total persons on board 6. I mentioned the pilot in command, Commander Ken Yasuoka. Also on board, the second pilot, Lieutenant Commander Masayuki Kamakura. The flight engineer is Chief Petty Officer Yonori Takahashi. And then other crew members, MC-34 P-01 Ken Kobayashi, the in-flight technician, Chief Petty Officer Hiroaki Nagai, and the ordnance operator P-01 A very historic deployment by this aircraft, and after the event it will be down to rather hotter climes, simply to Djibouti. Obviously, operations in much hotter climates being the focus of those efforts. Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force already has facilities there for P-3C or RIAT detachments. A very distinctive design indeed for the P-1. Not a little Convair tornado about it from some angles. Within the land from the Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force, the Kawasaki P-1. A true bit of air battle history, our first display by a Japanese military aeroplane. Crew members who come over with the two aircraft, not least the six on board, who gave us that flying demonstration, and maritime capabilities, of course, very much in the news of late. Yes, it is, and it's something that we had a current capability holiday on in the Royal Air Force, but something that is being developed at the moment, with a competition potentially being run over the next couple of years to look at a replacement for our maritime capability, which was namely the Nimrod MR2, which was due to be replaced by the MRA4. So we're now going to get the Swiss Air Force PC-17 into the air to hold prior to their display from the beautiful historic aeroplane as taxied out on the north side. This is a good omen for later, because the wind is visible because this aircraft has a 10-knot crosswind limit. Well, that's not going to be too much of a problem, I think, for its upcoming display. So the tapes are coming up of our Battle of Christmas 75th anniversary. And you can order, deliver your own copy of this airplane and do that by texting 78074. All you have to do is text 3 bucks, DDD. Okay, now for the 78074. You get 3 DVD with this, which was a collection of all sorts of action shots over the last year or so, including show-ups and GoPros with inverted aerobatic aircraft and so on and so forth. And the air show DVD itself is roughly £20. And you can either go to the chat and click Same TV at their address, or as I say, finally just text your order, use those letters to DVD to 78070. Time to say cheese as the Robinson R-44 helicopter passes down the display line, taking some aerial photographs. The chairman of Royal Air Force Charitable Trust Enterprise, Alan Smith, indeed. A great supporter of this air show. Plenty to come of great interest over the next couple of hours of the display. RMX Delta, the next item. Then we'll see the US Air Force CD-22B Osprey, which will be coming in from Milton Hall, followed by the Swiss Air Force PC-17 and the Swiss Air Force Super Puma. Some helicopter aerobatics after that from the German Army with the MBB Bo 105. Then the Slovenian Air Force with the Pilatus PC-9M making a welcome RIAT return. The RAF Chinook with some near aerobatics from that remarkable helicopter. The Czech Air Force L-159.